and I wish the members of my family and the official staff of my father was as considerate. They refuse to recognize me as being Wallace Muhammad anymore, and they also refuse to accept me as a Muslim anymore. And the Holy Quran, I have here, chapter 22 of the Holy Quran, it says that Allah himself, God, named the followers Muslim. This is the name given to us by God. And the Holy Quran says this name was given to the Muslims before even the revelation of the Quran. And now they deny me the opportunity or the privilege, the right of wearing the name Muslim. And I don't get upset over this. This hasn't disturbed me very much, but I wonder if they have ever given a thought to the power and authority that they are taking upon themselves to deny people who want to express their own views the right to be called Muslim just because they are not completely in accord with their thinking. And this is really one of the serious problems of the organization. The organization demands that the followers accept everything that is said without questioning anything. And if you show a desire to do a little bit of thinking on your own, then you are pointed out as a hypocrite, as a deceiver in their midst, and you are ostracized and condemned, talked about as if you were a dog. This is terrible. I always believe that the individual should be permitted the freedom to think. Even as much as we have condemned the American society, the white man society, for denying black people their rights, seems that the members of the mosque, the leaders in the mosque, would have some respect for the right to think. If we are denied the right to think, then we don't have any rights at all. And as soon as I began to do a little bit of thinking and began to reason things out for myself, they told me that I shouldn't think. They say, Wallace, you shouldn't think. If you're going to think, if your thinking is in opposition to what we are doing here at the mosque, then you shouldn't think. So, and if you're going to express your thoughts to the members or to anybody who's associated with the mosque, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. And they followed that with serious threats of violence to me, bodily harm to me, against me. And this is really what brought me out in the public. I didn't want to come out in the public and get involved in a public squabble with my father and with the organization that I was once associated with, an organization that I once defended as though I was defending my own life and defending God himself. And I defended it in good faith. I didn't want to get into a public squabble with my father and the organization. They forced me to it. They whipped a supporter of mine in Chicago who didn't do anything to them. He didn't attack the mosque. He didn't go over there trying to get converts from the mosque to support me. He was whipped, viciously beaten, and left bleeding in his hallway like a slaughtered pig, and left unconscious. And when I heard of this and heard their reasons for whipping him, that they whipped him only because he was expressing his views to some other ex-members of the organization, not members who still claim to be followers of my father, but members who were outside of the organization.